Have you ever heard the saying, "Justice is blind"? It's a beautiful idea, right? The image of Lady Justice, blindfolded, holding her scales, suggests that the law treats everyone equally, regardless of who they are or how much money they have. But is that really the case in our modern world? Let's peel back the layers and explore a difficult but crucial question. Does your bank account determine your fate in the courtroom? Imagine two people are accused of the same crime. One is a high-powered CEO with millions at their disposal. The other works a minimum wage job, living paycheck to paycheck. From the very first moment they're arrested, their paths diverge dramatically. Let's start with bail. Bail is supposed to ensure you show up for your court date, not to punish you before you're proven guilty. But the system often functions as a wealth test. The CEO can easily post a high bail amount, maybe $1 million, and walk free the same day. They go back to their comfortable home, their job, and their family. They can actively participate in building their defense. Meanwhile, the low-income individual might be facing a bail of just a few $1,000s, but for them, it might as well be $1 million. They can't afford it. So, they sit in jail for weeks, maybe even months, waiting for their trial. This is called pretrial detention, and the consequences are devastating. They could lose their job, their apartment, even custody of their children. The stress and trauma of being incarcerated can take a huge toll on their mental and physical health. And research shows that people who are detained before their trial are more likely to plead guilty, even if they're innocent, just to get out of jail and end the nightmare. So, from the start, money has bought freedom for one person and prolonged confinement for another. Next, let's talk about legal representation. This is where the gap widens even further. The wealthy CEO can hire what's often called a dream team of lawyers. These are top-tier attorneys from prestigious firms who specialize in this exact type of case. They have vast resources, entire teams of paralegals, investigators, and expert witnesses at their beck and call. They can spend hundreds of hours poring over every single piece of evidence, looking for loopholes, challenging the prosecution's every move, and crafting a powerful, persuasive defense. They can hire forensic experts to re-examine evidence, psychologists to evaluate witness testimony, and private investigators to find new information that could exonerate their client. Essentially, they can afford to build the strongest possible defense money can buy. Now, what about the person without those resources? They will likely be represented by a public defender. Let's be clear. Public defenders are some of the most dedicated and passionate lawyers you will ever meet. They are heroes who believe deeply in the right to a fair trial, but they are often crushed by an impossible system. They're typically overworked and underfunded, juggling hundreds of cases at once. Instead of hundreds of hours, they might only have a few hours to dedicate to a single case. They don't have a budget for private investigators or a stable of expert witnesses. They are fighting an uphill battle with one hand tied behind their back. Think about it. One lawyer has a whole army behind them. The other is often an army of one. Can we honestly say they're competing on a level playing field? It's like sending a local neighborhood soccer team to play against a World Cup champion. Both teams are playing soccer, but the resources, training, and support are worlds apart. The outcome is almost predictable. This disparity doesn't just affect the trial itself. It influences plea bargains too. A prosecutor might offer a tougher plea deal to someone with a public defender, knowing they have limited resources to fight the charges in a full trial. Conversely, facing a high-powered legal team, the same prosecutor might offer a much more lenient deal to the wealthy defendant to avoid a long, expensive, and uncertain court battle. So even without a trial, wealth can negotiate a better outcome. The influence of money extends even to the courtroom's perception. A wealthy defendant can afford to dress in tailored suits, looking composed and respectable. Their high-priced lawyer is polished and articulate. This presentation can subtly influence a judge or jury, creating an unconscious bias. It's part of a carefully managed image designed to project innocence and credibility. The person who's been in jail, wearing ill-fitting courtroom attire, already looks worn down by the system. It's a sad reality, but appearances matter. And if a conviction does happen, the story isn't over. Sentencing can also be swayed by wealth. A skilled legal team can present a compelling case for a lighter sentence, bringing in experts to talk about their client's character, potential for rehabilitation, and contributions to the community. They might argue for alternatives to prison like fines, probation, or house arrest. For someone without those resources, the sentencing hearing might be a much quicker affair, with fewer arguments made in their favor, often resulting in harsher penalties for the very same crime. Even after sentencing, money plays a role. A wealthy individual can afford to pay fines and restitution immediately. They can enroll in expensive counseling or rehab programs that look good to a parole board. They can hire appellate lawyers to continue fighting their case for years. For the person struggling financially, a hefty fine can be a life-altering debt, leading to more legal trouble if they can't pay. They don't have the same access to post-conviction resources. So, when you look at the entire journey through the justice system from bail, to lawyers, to trial, and even sentencing, it's clear that wealth creates a vastly different experience. It's not a conspiracy, it's just the way the system is structured. It's a system where financial resources can buy you better access to justice. This isn't meant to be discouraging, it's meant to be a call to awareness. Recognizing the problem is the first step toward fixing it. There are incredible organizations out there fighting for reform, groups that provide bail funds for those who can't afford it, nonprofits that offer pro bono legal services, and advocates pushing for better funding for public defenders. They are working to level the playing field. The ideal of blind justice is worth fighting for. It means ensuring that the quality of your defense doesn't depend on the size of your wallet. It means creating a system where the scales of justice are truly balanced, not tipped by the weight of gold. The price of freedom should never be a literal price tag. What do you think? Have you seen examples of this in your own community? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Let's have a conversation about this. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video insightful, please give it a like and subscribe for more deep dives into the systems that shape our world. See you next time.